So this morning we actually made a list of the top 5 most shaming experiences you had as a drunk.
I thought it was the top 500.
Well, for this, it will just be the 5. Why do we want to share that today?
We want to share it so that we can just show how pervasive shame and stigma is in our culture, in our society, at all levels.
Let's start with the ER. What happened when you walked in?
I walked in the ER probably about for the 10th time, and the head doctor came out and said, "Oh, Pond, I heard it was you again." He said, "I don't want you back in my ER again. Get out."
Wow.
Just like that.
So, most shaming experience number 4. You go to the bank to try and clean up your mess.
Yep. So I went into the bank, and the teller just went and got the manager. The manager came out and asked for all my cards, my credit cards, my debit cards, and cut them all up in front of me, in front of everybody, all the public in the bank.
So publicly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So most shaming experience number 3. You still have clients and contracts in this small town.
Yes. So I had a contract with the school district, and I was in this big meeting with the school superintendents, principals, and school counselors. And one of the counselors said out loud in the meeting, "You know what, Pond, you're more fucked up than the clients we refer to you."
Oh, jeez. So, most shaming experience number 2. You end up going for random urinalysis for 2 years.
Yeah. So in the 2 years, probably 36 times, I went and gave a sample, and every single time I was treated coldly, and I could just feel and sense all of that shame, through each procedure. And I just thought, you know what, everybody that goes through this must experience this feeling.
And the number 1 most shaming experience ended up when you were in the intensive care unit.
Yeah, I was in intensive care, near death. The nurse came in, she was all gowned up, gloves, mask, etc. And she leaned down and whispered in my ear, "You know you brought this on yourself, Mr. Pond."
Wow. So cumulatively, after a few years of these very public shaming experiences, what do you want to do?
Well, I wanted to drink, and I did, drink more and more, and I wanted to kill myself. But thank goodness I didn't do that.
What would have changed any of that, or all of it?
Just being treated with some sense of dignity, right? And compassion and empathy.
I'm sure many people out there share your experience. Thanks for sharing.
I know they do.